with RCMG, Rhyme Council in the building. We got 'em in the field with the Trackstarz. Get it, got it, good.
Yeah, back in the field with the Trackstarz, Ryan Righteous, Seantana, DJ Jeremiah. We got blessed today with this guest that came in, man. He gave us some knowledge. We appreciate it, man.
Yeah, it's awesome, man, the way God aligns paths, because yesterday I was supposed to speak at an alumni panel for my school for Clark Atlanta. And when I got there, they had already had all their alums, so they were just like, you want to sit in the room and we'll let you say something at the end. And I'm humble, so I'm cool with that. And so I'm sitting at the end, and after I'm talking to some of the students, this gentleman, Beyonce, walks up and starts talking to me, and he just is listening, and it's just like he's just soaking up some words that I'm saying, and I hadn't had a chance to even introduce myself to him. And he amazed me because he is an actor, and he was doing really well and touring and doing all that stuff, and then he came back to school to finish his degree.
That's awesome.
He's actually working in production. So I told him about FMG and winning, and he agreed to kind of look at that with us and see what he could help us with. So that's a blessing. And he's an amazing young man, and an actor. You got a long laundry list of things you've done, including things I've seen. So when you told me and I was talking to you yesterday, I was like, I remember that. So go ahead and shout out, your resume.
Hey everybody, my name is Deontay White, born and raised in Los Angeles, California. Just a few things that some may know me from is Freedom Riders, starring two-time Oscar winner Hilary Swank, R&B singer Mario, and even Patrick Dempsey, Scott Glenn, and a host of other Oscar winners, Imelda Staunton. I live currently in Atlanta, going to Clark Atlanta University, majoring in television, film, and radio. With that, there's a lot in store that you may see from me in the very near future. And amongst other things, I've done shows on CBS, Judge and Amy, Disney Channel, Lizzie McGuire. A lot of people remember that show back in the day. And so that's the laundry list of acting. But on the side of that, I'm also a minister. And I was ordained last year. In 2012 in April.
Awesome.
So I'm just here. I'm staying in my lane and just taking things as they come, as God present them to me, and just staying steadfast. Even when the enemy is busy and they come up against you when you're anointed and when you have a calling, when you recognize that calling, they really come at you. So I'm here, man.
All right, well, we appreciate you sitting with us, and he's also going to be with us for Line coming up as well. So let me introduce you to this segment. It's called Noteworthy. So basically, our listeners, we give them a way to write in anonymous questions to us, just so they can tell us whatever they're really dealing with, and they don't have to worry about anybody knowing who it is. So we've had some very interesting ones over the last couple months, and this one is also interesting. This one is called Love Triangle. Says, hey Trackstarz, I have a big problem. I'm a young lady in high school. As a matter of fact, I'm a senior at Miami Senior. Ooh, she gave too much information. I'm a senior at Miami Senior High School in Florida. Well, I am in a love triangle. I'm dating this older guy who is in college. He knows my family and my mother is cool with me dating him. But I really just like him because he buys me things. I mean, he got me some Jordans, and he got me a Versace belt and a Gucci bag, but I don't like him like I used to. But on the low, I've been talking to a boy at my school who is my age, and he is a Christian. I like him a lot because he has introduced me to a lot of positive things that I really needed at this time in my life. The only problem with him is he is broke. He is truly rich in faith, and that's all. So I don't know who to choose because I like both of them for what they bring to my life, but I don't know who I should be with. Can you help me please choose, and don't be biased because one is a Christian? Thanks for the advice in advance. Love Triangle, what y'all think?
I was rolling on the floor when I read this because it sounds like she really knows us. When she put that part in at the end, it was like, all right, Trackstarz.
You know you're going to catch
it. Go Christian.com. So, but man, I mean, really, honestly, I was also shaking my head because I was like, man, this could have been me in high school. I didn't know people thought that way about me, but yeah, I was broke, and yeah, I was, spiritually, saved and anointed and trying to get people into that lifestyle. And I just felt bad because I know the value that Christ has over my life now, and she could miss out on a really good person, by thinking that the Versace belt and the Jordans is a prize, because it's really not. You know what I mean? Those things can be stolen. Those things can tear up. And the person that is in your life now, you say he's influencing you. You say that he's putting some things in your path that you really need. So I really feel like, you've already made the choice up. You just wanted to hear us say it. But you've already made your decision. Or perhaps neither one of these guys is right for you, because you may not be right for the guy that's in his spiritual walk. He may be in a lane that's moving faster than you, and that's something that you have to deal with. So yeah, that's how I feel.
Yeah, you sound very materialistic. I think you have a good heart, but I guess what's making me laugh is that it's high school, so just about everyone is broke. I'm thinking back to high school. You were lucky if your boyfriend had a job. Like, that was a added luxury. Like, yo, my boyfriend has a job. Oh my gosh. So I wouldn't date the older guy. If you don't like him, don't be with him. And I think that you know that. So get out of that situation. At the same time, if you're not ready to date this other guy who seems pretty legit, don't be with him either. Because if you're caught up in wanting Versace and Gucci, then you're not ready for somebody that may actually be a good catch, because you may not be a good catch at this time. Because you may put those expectations on him. If he does,
All right.
saying if he does get a job. So that's my opinion.
Illuminati of body.
Okay.
Slicing and dicing.
Slicing and dicing. Well, if I can share my 2 cents. That's very true. I totally agree with what has been said already. But the thing about it is you're in high school, for one. You're young. You don't even know what you want yet.
She's a senior, though. She's
She still don't know what she want yet. But all in all, things are temporary. Material is temporary. The high school boy that his faith is in God, and he has that spiritual will on his life, and he's broke, that ain't gonna last forever. So the guy with all the money, that ain't gonna last forever. And the guy that's broke, that's not gonna last forever. But I will guarantee you though, that prosperous and blessings come to those that wait. So with him already being rich in spirit and rich with God, that's gonna carry him further and longer than the guy who already has the money. Because those in my church we say I'm the head and not the tail. And those that start first finish last. So that man who's already have the money, and he's first place right now, right? He's going to finish last, because that money is going to run out. Something may happen, and because he don't have a spiritual calling in his life, who knows what may happen. But to be richly fed with God, and to be richly fed like that, that's going to speak volumes to his life. Overall, he's only in high school, so it's not required for him to be a millionaire right now. But that don't mean by the time he's 25 he won't be. Hello, somebody. And that is all.
What you think, Jeremiah?
I don't know. I think it's because you don't know the angle. My Gucci, my Louis, my Jordans is important. Then she don't need to be with him. You know what I mean?
And I think one of the issues that she might not have actually come out and said, but it seems to be kind of hidden in her note, is that the older guy is probably in college, and he's probably impressive to her friends. Yeah. So the stories that she tells, oh, he took me to this concert, Earl got the Jordans and I got the number 12s, So it's like he may be doing rare things for her that her friends are like all impressed by. Girl, you're so lucky. Oh, you got a good man. Ooh. So I think that might be a lot of what she's dealing with too, is that there's popularity in the other guy.
How does this line up with the show we did about should teenagers date? You remember that one?
Yeah.
She may be a perfect candidate for this.
She may.
Go back, Trackstarz.
I actually don't even remember like everything that was said. I actually have to go back and listen to that.
Yeah, that's old school. My initial reaction is kind of what Lauren Amati said. You don't sound like what happened?
Leave them boys alone.
Leave them boys alone, right? That's a throwback too. The original thought I had was you should not be dating anybody yet. You know this. I think that's you think we're gonna tell you date the Christian guy, but I don't know if you're expecting us to say don't date nobody. But that may be the truth, because like we said before, I think we were talking about this in another show. You got to be who you want to find.
Oh yeah,
you
absolutely.
You can't find this awesome Christian guy and be trash. Like you gotta make an investment in your own heart to start cultivating a real relationship with God yourself.
Yeah.
Because you could be wasting his time.
Yeah.
Now, if you're serious about this, if you're serious about this guy and he's your friend first of all, does he know about this dude? Let's talk about that. I think
he may know after today.
Yeah. Miami High School.
Whole high school listening.
I knew it.
I'm from Florida.
Hey,
too.
you should
call
put
some
that in the
people up.
hashtag. Put that as a
You know
hashtag.
people that's
Or like
We gonna find you. We gonna find you.
You know people at the high school?
No, not at the high school. I know people around there that can find out.
But if you put it on YouTube as a keyword,
Oh, people gonna ask.
yeah.
Okay. I mean, I just say you put too
Who
much
got a
information.
Versace belt?
Yeah.
walking around?
Yeah, she got a Versace
They gonna
belt.
watch.
Yeah.
Watch no Monday morning. They
Yeah.
gonna be in there looking
At the same
out.
time.
Ooh, she got
Yeah.
Versace. She got
And it's a
Versace.
Gucci bag.
It's a Gucci.
And a Gucci bag.
All
What kind
kinds of different
combination?
colors. But yeah. But yeah, man, I would just say take the criticism of the materialism seriously. Like we talked about this a little bit last week in the name it and claim it thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can pray for what you want from God, but take inventory on why you want what you want. I would say that. Like, why do you want a Versace bag and this and that? It's not like it's wrong to have it, but if you desire this stuff so much that you're willing to be in a relationship with somebody you don't like, that's probably a bad sign. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would say don't just leave these dudes alone, but leave all the stuff alone too for a little while. And if you really like this guy and you think there's any chance that you could really be together, I would suggest that you tell him you need some time to grow up, take as close to a year off from dating as you can, get your life right, figure out where you want to go to college,
Yeah.
and then live it that way. Don't waste this dude's time and don't hurt yourself with this other guy. Everybody agrees that this other guy is a waste of time.
And I think also she should tell him, you know.
That she
Tell him
dating
ain't-
somebody else?
Well, tell him the situation is.
I've been ratchet and I need to
Yeah.
get my life right.
That, and you know, he has money, and see how he feels about that. Because if he's a young man that's serious about his walk, then he's gonna know exactly what to do with you.
What I'm saying is like, what if she needs him?
What you mean?
I was thinking
Like
something.
what if she needs somebody like that? I'm not talking about being like in a relationship, but she
Oh, yeah,
needs
of
somebody
course.
like that
Yeah.
to be like, because obviously if she was like in a bad situation, based off her sentence when she said he told her
The only
something
reason
else.
I'm suggesting the time off is because she's a senior in high school. Like if she was older and she was a little bit more ready to be married, I think you're just signing up for a long struggle. If
Yeah.
you're not even near ready to be married and you're gonna go through all this with somebody else.
Yeah.
But I think if you were prepared to be married and this was just an issue for you, you could work stuff like this out. But I just think you're in a vital time of your life and you need to figure out who you want to be first. You know what I mean? Like test your life first. Like, are you really a solid Christian? You don't know that in high school per se. You got to go through college. You got to go through that time in your life on your own to make sure that you really love God. Like, I think that's all part of it. So
Can I just say too that she does need some Christians in her life. I wouldn't recommend this guy, especially if there's some element of attraction there. She needs some women of God in her life.
Yes.
So, if there are any people that she knows of, or even people that this guy hangs out with that can possibly recommend to her, because that is a part of getting her life right, and she doesn't need the added distraction while she's trying to figure out who she is in Christ. So
The hard thing for her is going to be her mom is co-signed on this.
yes, I was about to bring that up.
Her mom is co-signed on this by liking the older gentleman and knowing the situation and knowing it's
But
okay.
does the mom know the situation though? She just may think it's a nice college guy.
Right.
She may
Yeah,
not know about
she may
Versace
not know
and
the
Gucci.
details.
Well,
she might know.
she probably knows those
Maybe,
things.
but
She
she
might
may
got some
not.
Gucci on too.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying, I don't want to
Don't take
assume
care of
that
you,
she
man.
knows, because
We just watched the 227 episode about that. I know what
Yeah.
happens. He's a
Yeah.
drug dealer.
Does Gucci know
Remember that episode? Anyway.
Gosh.
Yeah. Yeah, I just think that, I mean, and this is what I love.
Yes.
This is what I love about Noteworthy, because once we get a little bit, we always can go a little deeper, and then it may not even be true, but we just have a fun time putting together.
It's not our fault.
Putting together the pieces.
You never know.
Nah, but hopefully you take that to heart. You obviously knew we were about to get on you.
But also, we love you too. So.
Of course, we love you.
Yeah.
So we were biased still?
Like we weren't even gonna do this.
We weren't biased.
No. I mean, it's the truth. It's the truth. So, I mean, if you want to follow up with us, of course, hit us up with contact us at thefieldtrackstars.com if you want to reveal who you are before you get outed by your school. And, you know what I mean? Just leave the stuff alone. Leave it alone. Leave the boys alone. Yeah. Leave Versace alone. All the boys.
and next time you do an anonymous Noteworthy, use a different high school.